Hi, welcome to Wanderscapes. Today I'm standing at Rutland Water Reserve. This is the site for Birdwatching Fair 2019. And in this episode, you're going to listen to my experiences of this bird fair. So just keep watching. Just landed here at Oakham railway station. Oakham is the nearest railway station to Rutland Water, where the British Birdwatching Fair is being held. So I need to take a bus or a taxi. The fair is actually organizing buses every 15 minutes from the railway station to the bird fair site. So I'll be taking one of those buses. So I'm finally here at the bird fair campsite. The first thing to enter, I need to purchase tickets. Adult tickets cost £15, so I couldn't do the online ticketing, so I need to get a ticket here, so it can be either through card or through cash. So now I'm here in Marquee 1, which is one of the exhibition stalls. There are 8 such marquees in this bird fair, and each of these marquees have the various suppliers of optical equipments like cameras, binoculars, various other photographic gears. There are 2 promoters, there are various NGOs who have their stalls. They explain what the various conservation projects they are doing. There are also people selling, there are book stalls selling their books, artists, and there are various other bird watching related gears and stuff. Very interesting. I'll try to take you through all the 8 marquees and show you some of the exciting stuff which we have. British Birdwatching Fair, or Bird Fair as it is called, has come a long way from its humble beginnings at the Rutland Water in 1989. This is its 31st year and has become one of the most important and famous birding festivals in the world. Now there are many countries which is replicating the bird fair, the most important being the South American Bird Fair, which was first held in 2010. Bird Fair is organized in August every year. It is a 3-day event concluding on the 3rd Sunday in August. So it has a fixed calendar, making it very easy to plan a visit. Most of the exhibitors here are providing some good discounts for the products which they are trying to sell here, the services. So if you pick up a tour package to any of the other parts of from one of the tour operators here, they give you very good discounts. They provide you better services. So that is one of the attractions of being here and trying to buy. So you get very good deals. So that's in short the most important thing.
Hi from the Bird Fair, with my friend from Liverpool. I'm hoping to visit India as well next year. It's a great event. Please come and see me in 2020.
The bird fair numbers are staggering. More than 30,000 visitors attend the fair annually. There are over 450 exhibitors who display their products and services, and more than 250 lectures, talks and even markets.
I am Sujit Narode. I am a project scientist in Bombay Natural History Society, India. We are one of the largest and oldest NGO in Asia. We are representing here BNHS, which works for nature conservation. And this is my first time for the bird fair. And this is one of the fabulous experience because I have been here for 3 days and I interacted with so many people and we learn from different experiences. And I think this learning will help us to bring some conservation issues, to share the conservation issues with all the people.
Hi, I'm Nikhil. I'm a program officer working on educational activity in BNHS. This is my first experience and I learn a lot. This is the good place for networking and to meet the people, those who are working in the different sector, mostly on the conservation and some research.
This is my 4th year at the Bird Fair, and this time I'm here for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, which means I have enough time to do a detailed look at all what is happening here. Hope I'll be able to catch up with all the stuff here. Since 1989, Bird Fair has raised in excess of £5 million for critically important conservation projects. BirdLife International has managed all the projects for the Bird Fair in almost all the world's continents, including Antarctica.
So this year's project benefiting from Bird Fair funds is Western Siam Pang, which is in northeast Cambodia, and it's a very important site. It has 5 critically endangered bird species, 3 vultures and 2 ibises, and it holds really important percentages of the global population of all those species. It was designated as a protected area a few years ago, but now we need to do more on-the-ground action to make sure that protection is being seen. So that's what the proceeds from this year's Bird Fair will be going to help to do, and a range of other measures, so as well as education as well on the ground, to make sure this really unique site continues to be conserved and hold the species of high conservation concern.
One of the most exciting things of coming to Bird Fair is listening to some of the lecture sessions, marquee lecture sessions which are held here. You will have the very famous environmentalists, people who are involved in nature and broadcasting, and I'm excited to be hearing at least 2 or 3 of these sessions. I think that all these sessions will be quite exciting, knowledgeable, and enhance my understanding of more things.
Almost 100 pairs, all of them in the well shop, and what those birds need, the target species, the ones that were rare.
foremost things which I look forward to in the bird fair is usually the optics related tents and the exhibition hall, where most of the major optics manufacturers, the biggest names, they come out with their the latest products, the latest gadgets, all related to bird watching, nature, and you find exciting products, new products, the lenses, the cameras, the monoculars, the binoculars, the tripods, and any optical gear which helps you in bird watching and nature watching. So I'm just excited to be here, and let me see if there's something which I also can buy.
I'm Drew Weber from the Cornell Lab of Ornithology. I work on the Merlin Bird ID app, and I'm really excited that we're working with Bird Count India and partners in India to release a bird pack for India. We already have some of the basic species available in Merlin. It's an app that you can use to identify birds based on their appearance, or you can take a photo, and we have a computer recognition tool in there, or you can just use it as your bird guide when you're out birding. So we've been working over the past 6 months to release the pack for Kerala, and we hope that in the next 6 months, by the end of the year, we'll be able to release 650 species or so, covering southern India, and really help that community. It's been so great to see so many e-birders all across India really contributing a lot of data, and so it's exciting to be able to use all that data, all those photos, all those sounds to give back to the community. So thanks everyone.
The next event which I am planning to enter is the Bird Brain of Britain, which is primarily a quiz show. So I think this should be quite interesting. Let's see, and it is being hosted by Stephen Moss. Let's go inside and see how this turns out to be. Another most prestigious thing here in the bird fair is the Bird Photograph of the Year awards. So I'm just going to get into the exhibition stall to see who gets that.
This is an outstanding portrait taken by Karen Steele from the UK. She's entitled in Dancing on About, and these days our cameras have the...
Wow, that was fantastic. The kind of photographs which were featured in the Bird Photograph of the Year was absolutely stunning, and the way Chris Papham explained each of the photographs and why the judges have chosen that was simply outstanding, and really the one which they won the best award was out of the world. Bird Fair has a wonderful feeding station, whole range of food and beverages. Whether you're looking for vegetarian, vegan or non-vegetarian, there is variety stuff which will satiate your hunger.
we are the Safe Stand, which is a partnership of 23 organizations, government, non-government, worldwide, looking to save the endangered vulture species of Asia. The main threat of vultures right now are harmful veterinary drugs, and thankfully we were able to ban the most harmful drug from all over Asia, and we are pushing the safer alternatives. We have a feeding station that provides safer food, and we have a very good breeding program, which are very successful as well. And we are seeing results right now. In Nepal, our vulture populations are increasing. In Bangladesh, the vulture populations are stable. And in India, they're getting ready to release them back into the wild, which we'll do very soon. So even though we have lost 99% of our vultures, we are hopeful that we'll be able to bring them back with collaboration of everyone involved.
Birdfair not only celebrate birds and raise considerable sums towards conservation efforts. My experience is that it is an enjoyable event and a very good way to meet other birders or promote your club, cause, product or any services.
Hi, I'm Johan De Silva with Rutland. I chair the London Bird Club. I also write and photograph on Sri Lankan wildlife. I was also an exhibitor at the British Birdwatching Fair for many years. I see the bird fair as like the place you have to be in if you're involved in one way or the other, either with research or conservation or wildlife tourism or have any connection with the natural world. So it's this absolutely amazing place. I exhibited here for something like 10 years, but I've now probably attended the bird fair about 20 times. And it just is really such a magic place, and it is so useful for meeting new people, making new contacts, renewing acquaintances, discussing projects, just sort of touching base and keeping all these different things that people in wildlife are working on, just sort of nursing them along. And to anybody who's got anything to do with wildlife, I would highly recommend attending Bird Fair.
One of the critical success factors of Bird Fair is undoubtedly the staff and volunteers from Rutland Water Nature Reserve, who spend weeks preparing the fair site and are joined by the Wildlife Trust and RSPB volunteers during the 3 days of fair. My hats off to each one of them and the organizers.
Hi, I'm Nikhil from India, from Enchanted India in Delhi, and I attend the bird fair every year for the last 14 years or so, and it's the biggest bird fair in the world and gets about 30,000 visitors. Great place to connect with old friends and networking and meeting new people, meeting clients, and it's a great place to be.
Next activity which I'm planning to do is just behind me. It is the BTO's tent, where there are a couple of things. One is they have a guided bird walk tour. So they have it, I think, 4 times in a day on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So I'm trying to catch up at the 11:30 one. The other interesting bit which happens here at the BTO tent is the bird ringing. Birds are caught and they are ringed, and their vital parameters are taken and recorded and uploaded onto BTO website. This gives very critical information about the bird, their life, their pattern, their behavior, where they are migrating, So what they do here in Bird Fair is they have a ringing demonstration where the birds which are caught, they are brought here, they are taken out from the sack, they are then ringed, and they are explained by the experienced BTO people out here. These BTO people who do this ringing, who show us the entire thing, are all experienced guys. They are trained people, and they are people who have been authorized to do this ringing. As a normal guy, me, may not be in a position to do that, and we are not supposed to handle that. So these guys have the license to ring the bird, so you can get to see the birds at very, very close hands, and ideally all the basic common garden and woodland birds are usually caught and shown here. So it's a very good opportunity to watch some of these birds within your hand, and then they also give us an opportunity to maybe ensure the bird flies off. I checked out with the BTO guys. I am not able to get into their group and do the bird walk tour with them. I think all the slots were filled in. So now I'll again give it a try for the last one later today. What they were saying is most of the slots are filled in already through online, so they are not accepting any walk-in people for this bird walk. It's a big miss. Let me carry on with the other stuff.
So I'm Andrew Gibson. I work for the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust. I've worked for them for 15 years now. Friday, so lots of people coming through. It's been very good talking to a lot of friends. I've been coming here since the early 90s in various guises with the holidays I used to do, and now with the Wildlife Trust. Lots of interesting people. Lots of people with an interest in wildlife, and a good mix of people, and from all over the world as well, which is always interesting. You can always learn something.
Almost all major NGOs in the UK and from around the world working on birding, nature and conservation have their stalls in the Bird Fair, showcasing the various projects they are undertaking, giving an opportunity for nature lovers to join them in their crusade.
Next, I'm trying to go to top of that platform which has been built by one of these optical companies. And they have also placed, I think, binoculars and cameras for people to have a look. Now, and from top of that, you'll get to see the Rutland Water, which is hosting this event. So we can get to have a brief view of what Rutland Water Reserve looks like. We can get a good view of the exhibition site, the Bird Fair site also from the top.
Zone is an area for kids and families to come along and learn more about what's going on outside. So here we can make seed bombs or bug hotels. They can do pond dipping and bug hunts and bird watching and all sorts in here.
One of the most impressive events which I found in this year's Bird Fair has been the wild zone and the way the Bird Fair has tried to involve the kids and the small children and the family. It's simply outstanding. I could see large number of families and the small kids. They're coming and they're trying to learn. They're trying to do various activities, learn what is nature about, what is the wildlife, what is there in the garden. Really brilliant from Bird Fair to involve the kids and the family. Time is almost 3:30 now and I'm coming to the end of my visit here at the bird fair. I need to take a train back to Liverpool, so I need to check out from here as soon as possible. I thought I'll just share my closing comments. It has been a fabulous 2 days getting to hear about bird watching, nature, conservation, hearing lectures from the experts. Various people with various backgrounds and experience was an awe-inspiring moment of this particular trip. I also got to experience new photographic related equipments. Of course, I didn't buy anything as such, but I got an opportunity to just have a look at it, what's happening in the market. I also got to interact with a lot of people here, especially from various NGOs who are really doing some fantastic work on the ground on conservation, bird watching, nature, involving the local communities. So I think those are the few things which I am taking back home. Thank you for watching this episode of Wanderscapes. This is Dilip signing off from British Birdwatching Fair 2019. Hope to see you in another location in another episode. Till that time, bye.